You already know which one you are. You've compared yourself to someone else's body before. Recently, more than once. Maybe at the gym. Maybe scrolling. Maybe just walking past a mirror after seeing someone else. That comparison happened automatically. You didn't invite it. And somewhere underneath it was a question you've never fully answered. Why does their body look like that? And mine looks like this? The answer isn't gym frequency. It isn't discipline. It isn't protein. It goes back further than any of that, a lot further. The day it split. Two hunters, same tribe, same food, same ancestors. One is lean, long limbs, almost no bulk. The other is broad and dense, built like they were put together for a fight. Same hunt, completely different outcomes. The prey is an antelope, too fast to catch in a sprint, so the lean hunter doesn't sprint. They run, steady, controlled. For 6 hours straight under a sun that stops most people, the antelope overheats. Its body can't manage its own temperature during that kind of effort. It slows, stumbles, goes down. The lean hunter is still moving, still fine. Their body has more skin surface relative to its total size. More surface means heat escapes faster. Less muscle means less heat generated per stride. While every other build was shutting down, theirs kept going. The muscular hunter tried the same chase. They stopped first, but later that day, a rival group showed up. No time for a 6-hour run. 3 seconds of force, or it's over. The lean hunter couldn't generate what that moment needed. The muscular hunter delivered it without thinking. One day, 2 jobs, 2 completely different bodies required. The tribe that carried both survived. The tribe with only one didn't. Your body type isn't a flaw or a gift. It's the job your ancestors were best at, why you can't fully be both, and why that's not a problem. The fitness industry sells you the idea that the right program, the right diet, the right supplements close the gap between lean and muscular completely. They don't. Here's why. Muscle is the most expensive material your body carries. It burns calories constantly. Not just during training, not just when you're moving. Sitting still right now, muscle tissue is demanding fuel just to exist. A muscular body needs significantly more food just to maintain itself. Today, with food on every corner, that's fine. In the world your ancestors lived in, where food disappeared for months at a time, that same demand could be what kills you. The lean body runs on less, survives the famine. The muscular body starts consuming itself. Your genetics determine where you start. Higher baseline testosterone means faster, more visible muscle growth from the same training. The build and the competitive drive that often comes with it developed as one system, not separately. Some bodies respond to training like muscle is starving for it. Others work just as hard for years and see a fraction of the result. That gap is not effort. It's biology shaped over thousands of years of survival pressure. Training and food move you from your defaults. That's real. You can build more muscle than you'd have without effort. You can get leaner. The research backs that up completely. But the trade-off never disappears. Push hard toward maximum muscle and fuel efficiency drops. Push toward maximum leanness and raw power gives ground. You can shift your position. You can't leave the scale. The research that breaks every gym myth. Every person who has ever spent serious time in a gym has assumed the same thing. More muscle equals more attractive. The data disagrees. Studies across multiple cultures show the same result. Women don't prefer the most muscular body. They prefer lean and muscular together. Broad shoulders, visible but not extreme. Capable and efficient in one frame. David Buss, one of the most cited researchers in human attraction, has said directly that men badly overestimate how much muscle women actually want. The bodies on the covers of fitness magazines are not what research shows women find most appealing. Too much muscle reads as dominant and hard to approach, less like a partner, more like a competitor you'd have to manage every day. The lean body sends a different signal. Endurance, self-control, staying power. Someone who functions under pressure and shows up tomorrow. Both builds kept getting chosen, for different reasons, by people reading different things about what kind of person was carrying that body. Survival kept both builds alive because the group needed both jobs done. Attraction kept both alive because both signaled something real about long-term value as a partner. That's why both still exist. That's why both always will. What your body is already saying. Before you say a word, your body has already had a full conversation with someone else's brain. Lean body. They're read, fast, hard to exhaust, disciplined, not an immediate threat. Muscular body. They're red, capable of serious force, dominant, protective. A real problem if they decide you're in the way. Not a character judgment. Their brain doesn't stop to ask. It runs a pattern check built for a world where reading someone wrong could get you killed. Milliseconds before any conscious thought starts. This runs in every room you walk into. A gym, a job interview, a first date. Your body is talking before you are. Now add social media to that equation. It took these two ancient signals, both real, both meaningful, and pushed them to an extreme your brain was never built to process. The most shredded body, the most jacked body, the top fraction of a percent of both, delivered to you daily. Your brain treats it as the baseline, measures you against it automatically, finds you lacking every single time. That feeling that you're behind, that something needs fixing, is not accurate feedback about your body. It's ancient comparison software running on a feed it was never designed for. What nobody tells you about those bodies. The extremely lean physiques you see online. The extremely muscular ones. Neither is what a human body produces on its own. Left to its natural defaults, eating normally, moving normally, most bodies land somewhere in the middle. Functional, moderate, not optimized for a camera, built for a world that needed a little of everything. The extreme versions require someone to fight their own biology every single day. Structured training, weighed food, tracked macros, often drugs. That's not a judgment. It's just the full picture that never makes it into the caption. Your body's defaults were shaped for scarcity. Holding on to fat was intelligent. Conserving energy was critical. Building extreme muscle without a daily surplus wasn't something the body could afford. You can train away from those defaults. That's worth doing if it's what you want. But understand what you're actually doing when you compare yourself to what you see online. You're measuring a natural body against one that was engineered to look that way every single day, on purpose. There is no better body. Evolution never picked a winner. It ran two programs at the same time because the group needed both. The lean hunter and the muscular hunter weren't competing. They covered different jobs for the same team. Remove one and the whole team becomes weaker. A body built for 6 hours of endurance fails up close. A body built for explosive power overheats on the long chase. Neither is superior. They're different answers to different problems that showed up on the same day, in the same tribe, on the same ground. The split between lean and muscular is not a ranking. It's a record. Two jobs. Both mattered. Both worked well enough that they're still here. Train if you want to. Chase the body you're after. You can move further from your defaults than most people ever try. But you are not behind. You are not a broken version of something better. You are not a work in progress waiting to become real. Your build is the end result of a survival record that stretches back further than anything written down. Every single person in your line made it. Through famine, through cold, through real danger that ended most of the people around them, all the way to you. Stop measuring that against a filtered photo.